my name is Dominic and I'm presenting to you the CornerSpotter 1000 IoT project. So I have two devices right here, and one of these devices, as you can see, has a vision system, a camera. I'll show you what's inside in a second. We will be looking down, it's looking down this road, just in front of me, the driveway to my house. And the second device here, this device is sitting inside my car. It's just a power cable and a battery inside for the low Pi and the Raspberry Pi. We have a low Pi and Raspberry Pi here as well. And this will be sitting in my house and getting signal. There's going to be an LED here. It's going to show you, show me or show the driver any hazards up ahead. That's just the name. Anyway, if you just come here, I will show you what's inside of the big box. The big box is just big, so it looks cool. Anyway, so after opening the box, just get in focus. Now we can see the Raspberry Pi here. It's connected in serial with the low Pi. The low Pi, also the antenna is sticking out just to provide for a better signal, better range. The webcam has a little slot right there, and that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's also a power bank going inside here because we don't have any connection to power in a real life project situation. This would be an infrastructure that would be from the ground power source. Or the solar, or powered by solar panels. This small power bank will be fine for now. Okay, so now we'll just jump back into the car and we're going to just connect to these devices and see the feedback that we're getting from them. Okay, so we're in the car right now. I have the laptop open and we're going to check the feed that's coming in from the Raspberry Pi. So how I'm doing that is there's an app called VNC Viewer. I'm just going to connect to the Raspberry Pi. There we go. Now, so let's run the how we run this whole project is essentially we first give access to the serial. And that should work now. There we go. Then we go into our folder, our TensorFlow folder. Then we go into the environment and run the script. So now we should be seeing a window with the feed appearing in any second. Do some data. There we go. As you can see, the car is being detected, so it's all good. Now, so we're seeing data from the Pi. Now it's time to connect the other device, which is this CornerSpotter 1000 device. Now that should sit somewhere here. However, my cable's not long enough, so I'm gonna have to make it do. Now this wouldn't be ideal when you're changing gears or something, but just for the test, I might get a longer cable in a second. Pi is getting turned on. So this is how the inside of this device looks like. We have the low Pi with a battery pack and the Raspberry Pi there, so it's on a piece of cardboard there, and it's connected right there. Okay, so after we connected this, now we can SSH into this because I just need to run a program. I should have done this so it runs on boot, but just for the purpose of testing this, I'm going to start this program. It's called car.py. Basically, it gets the data from the low Pi, receives it and sends it onto ThinkSpeak once it has internet connection. So obviously it's connected to my hotspot in my phone, so obviously it's connected to the internet and I'm able to SSH into it, and it can now send data onto ThinkSpeak, which I will show you later. So now let me run this. and not just going to run there by itself. We don't need to look at that. Our program, our Raspberry Pi, oh, that's over there, is still running, it's looking at me. So let's see if we're getting any feedback with the LED. Okay, so unfortunately, while testing this on my bench, what I realized was the antenna connection is loose. So I'm actually not able to get the LED to flash. I might try take it out and see if I can wiggle it around and maybe get the LED to flash, because it's still seeing the car, so it should be flashing right now. So bear with me for 1 second. So just to say, it's currently April 23rd, 4 o'clock. So when we look at the data on ThinkSpeak, we know what date it is. So unfortunately, I had to disassemble the whole project. Well, just take it out of the packet casing. So I'll connect the low Pi just to the car here. 1 second. There we go. So that's connected. So we should see a red LED. Okay, so I guess I can't get this to work. You have to trust me that it did work when I tested it at home. So this is a very satisfactory result. However, I will try get this running in my house and see if I can get some simulated data there with a toy car or just my face. Okay, so you're probably after now watching the video of me presenting my project, which turned out to be somewhat of a fail. However, I will try to show you how this works kind of on the bench style. So the low Pi is connected here just to my laptop. This is just sending data. Now I've got a simple program that I made right here. Basically it's just sending ping to whatever low Pi can pick it up in the region, and it's also sleeping beside. So you can see that's what it sends. The type of message. This is in the second low Pi that will be in the car. Has a little heartbeat on just to say that it's working. But when I start this up here, so see, this is the problem with the antenna. So it should be receiving ping, but it's not receiving anything. But when I wiggle around with the antenna connection here, we should be able to see ping being something being sent out. So I'm pressing on this. There we go. There's ping and palm being sent. So we can see there is something loose in this connection where I have to press down on it. So now it's receiving messages. So now I've proven that this works. I will now demonstrate this with the camera. So now I'm just running the script for the webcam, so it should be seeing me. There I am. Hello. So that's the webcam over here on my PC. This is running the ThinkSpeak. And actually, if I show you the ThinkSpeak from the other day, if you remember, it was April 23rd. We actually did manage from the car to get something detected. And I can see that it's giving me hazard detected. If I just scroll over, anyway, you can see it's set to 1. So actually, that was the time of the testing as well. Here. So actually, the hazard was detected. Maybe the LED went on. I didn't realize. Now I plugged in the low Pi, and immediately we can see the antenna is in the right position. We can see the LED. We can see pong being received here. So this is what was supposed to be seen in the car. This red LED that there's a hazard detected. Obviously that's me. This is the low Pi. Raspberry Pi with the camera connected. Now, see on the thing speaking now, we're getting the data. So this will be used to analyze the data. Like let's say right now, if this was actually running in real life, let's say at this time there was a hazard detected, so maybe a person walking. So this data would be collected, maybe analyze the average time that people go for a walk, or the busiest times of the day that cars drive by. So actually this, we're lucky that the antenna is set in the right position. And see, I just moved it a little there and it's not receiving anything, so it has to be in the correct spot, and it was very hard to do that with the infrastructure in the car. So right now we're getting replies again, and we see the LED flashing there, meaning it's detected. Now webcam over here, so it's car, and this is flashing blue, and we're getting data in again, so everything is good now. This is the project, and I hope you like it.